morning, brothers and sisters from amazing Infiniti family. I'm back here again with my 12th Fortnight message, an association, a talk one-on-one with each one of you actually. Okay. Now, towards the year end, we are towards the year end and it's the last quarter of the year wherein things actually slow down because of festive seasons and all that. But believe me, towards the year end, the momentum which you carry actually with your organization is going to determine the momentum for the next year for your entire organization, for entire next year. So don't take it lightly. This is the most crucial time. Last 3 months of the year, whatever targets you decided for 2017, no matter how much percentage is left, you still have potential to complete it by pushing yourself extra mile and not only achieving your 2017 targets but also starting a 2000 year with a good momentum actually. And with that energy, 2018 you will overachieve all your targets, all your goals, all your dreams actually, right? So towards this end of this, in the last quarter of this year, I want to talk to you guys about the most important thing in this business. It may sound very simple. It may sound very, as if everyone knows about it. But I want all of you today to think seriously on this matter and introspect yourself and your organization and the culture in your organization on this aspect actually, right? So today I want to talk about something without which this business cannot be done. Without this, your dreams cannot be fulfilled. This is nothing but the fuel in Ferrari actually. And to take your Ferrari to your destination, you need a fuel. And what is that fuel? That fuel is nothing but something we used to call in early days STP. What do you mean by STP? STP means show the plan or show the presentation, right? Now it sounds very simple to you, right? That okay, I know I have to show the plan, I have to show presentation for getting more and more business, right? But the point is that mostly I've seen this these days in last 2-3 years, this is the biggest issue in those organizations where people are not fulfilling their dreams, people are not achieving their goals, people are not creating momentum in their organization, right? This is the biggest issue. This is the biggest issue and the most common issue in most of the organization, right? Number of people a lot, but number of presentation happen in the week is very, very minimum, right? Now, I want to understand, if you are already in the business and you have your dreams and you're committed, right? Then without plan, what you can do? Nothing. So you need to build a culture in your organization that no matter what is happening in their life, no matter whether they're earning a lot of checks or they're not earning checks, whether there's an event going on, there's a training going on, there's a week on going on, or whatever it is, right? Every day, showing plan or fixing up or lining up presentation is like breathing every day actually, right? Okay? Breathing every moment. If you are a networker and a committed networker and you have a dream actually, right? And if you are not showing minimum one plan a day, not just yours, I'm talking about team also, right? So everyone, if everyone is not engaged in showing one plan a day minimum, then you're wasting your time. You're actually wasting your time. You are sitting on the Ferrari, but you're not ready to put the fuel in that Ferrari, right? Believe me, that Ferrari will not take you anywhere. Okay? So check your organization. All LS, LDC, CTC, ISBs. Are you guys doing minimum 2 presentations to 3 presentations every day? If not, then whole day, if you're a full-timer, what are you doing? And those who are new actually, right? LS or less than LS, okay? Are you guys, if you're not done your 20 DRs, are you lining up at least 3 to 5 plans a week? Because if you line up 3 to 5 plans a week, maybe 2 or 3 will happen actually, right? But if you're not lining up, then what are you doing? All training will be waste. All events will be waste for you. Everything will be waste. Association will be waste. But you need to start doing presentations as if that presentation is nothing but your daily food actually, right? Is there any day when you don't eat actually? At least once a day? No, right? No matter what is happening around, no matter how bad situation is, no matter how busy you are, you still ensure at least one time a day you eat. Same way if you're doing this business and if you are not lining up at least one plan a day and you are still not reached 20 DR, right? Then in that case, you're not putting fuel in your Ferrari, right? And all those who are above 20 DRs, right? At least 2 presentations for personal DRs a week, okay? And rest of the time, are you busy showing plans for your team, okay? Are you teaching them how to line up plans? Because in this business, you become a networker from heart and from skill only when you talk to more and more people. That experience makes you a different person actually, right? Okay? Are you talking to more and more people? When you talk to more and more people, your fear of calling automatically fly by. You become expert, but you don't become expert without calling them, without talking to them, without doing presentation actually, right? Most of the people are not able to do that because they have a fear. They have a fear of rejection, they have a fear of talking, they have a fear of getting exposed, all those things, right? But believe me, that fear can only be handled by facing it, okay? Facing it means talk to more and more people on the phone, Fix your own numbers. Minimum 10 phone calls a day, okay? Maybe your first few days you may not be able to talk in the best way. But after that you become better because your fear will go away, right? No matter, even if you get a 21 header sign up today, don't get excited and for next 3-4 days be excited about only that thing, right? Okay, you got that, but you have to finish your 20 DR. You have to get more and more DRs, right? Otherwise, you will not be able to handle that guy who just signed up. Because what are you going to add as a value in him if you don't go through that grind which he need to go through in future actually, right? Okay. So are you doing that? And this is the biggest issue. I'm talking to each one of you. I'm talking to ISBs, I'm talking to LDCs, I'm talking to LS, I'm talking to you who just signed up yesterday actually, right? Your basic agenda, your daily agenda should be how many plans I am showing myself. May not be your own personal, but for your team as well, right? Okay. Second, if you are less than 20 DRs, then how many presentations I am fixing every week for a DR actually, right? Because you will fix 5 or 6, only 3 will happen, okay? And then your ratio become better and better and better. And more than anything else, in this process, what you will become as a person will be most valuable because that person will be the best upline for his team actually, right? Okay. So I'm asking you again, what is the status of number of presentations in your team every week? Okay. What are people doing actually when they come to association? If your number of people in the system is X, your number of plans should be exactly same at least in a week. Some people will not line up anything, some people will line up 2, 3, 4, but at least average out 1 per person, right? If that is not happening, that means the culture in your organization is not proper. And if you don't correct it right now, it will never get corrected actually, right? Okay. And obviously when you start correcting it, it will take at least 6 months to 1 year because it will take time. That culture got spoiled also with time. So this culture will get built also with time, provided you are constantly working towards building that right culture for next 6 months to 1 year actually. Okay. So my point is again, check your organization. Is it presentation based? Are people crazy for doing presentations every day? Are they feeling restless if they don't have any presentation for any particular day? Okay. Even if the event is going on, people are still showing presentation after the event or not, right? No. Because I remember when we used to have events in Bombay, right? Very small team, 300, 400, event of 300, 400, 500 people, right? I still remember we used to be in service uniform, finishing event and running to coffee shop to do at least 1 or 2 more presentation at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. actually, right? I don't know. When we ask people today what exactly the whole team was doing, no, there was a training going on from last 2 days. So training was not 24/7, right? I don't care whether you're in a training, whether you are in a event or you're sleeping or you're not well or whatever it is, right? Do you know what is required to do daily presentation? Only one thing: strong intent and a burning desire and a restlessness if you're not able to do that actually, right? I still remember my early days, when any particular day, if the plan is cancelled, believe me, I used to be so restless, irritated actually, right? Because I only wanted that time one thing: more work, more presentations to do. Result was not in my hand, it was in God's hand. But believe me, when I kept doing that for a longer period of time, okay, He also saw and He started giving result in multiplication actually, right? But in the beginning, He keeps watching you actually, okay? So guys, don't wait for closures. Even if there's a closure pending, do whatever is required to close that, but still ensure you have a plan for that day again, new plan, okay? Because presentations and plan is a rice bowl of the business. Have you heard this? In the beginning when we started, every time we used to hear this, right? And Chief always talk about presentation, right? And people laugh as if he's doing a joke actually, right? Guys, that is the most important thing. Check your organization, check your team, check your number of people in the system versus number of presentations happening actually in the week actually. And believe me, you will get to know what is the problem. You will get to know if you fix these things, small little things, with a small little effort, right? You will make wonders. Your organization will rock. Your organization, your leaders will start flying actually. You will start fulfilling your dream faster than ever before actually, right? Every person in the organization will be happy. There'll be a culture of, achievement. There'll be a culture of, there'll be a buzz of success in the organization. Only way is to ensure more presentation can happen. And your entire effort should be revolving around how I can increase number of presentations in my team. Even if your closing ratio will be less, it can be managed. But number of presentations, low presentations, even if you have 100% closing ratio, still will have limitation in your growth actually, right? So guys, check the culture, check the numbers, sit back, introspect, and then fix the gap in your organization, and you will see the change in next 2 months itself, right? And this culture should never be changed. You have to put an effort for 6 months to 1 year to have this culture in place, right? So once again, presentation. Check yourself, check your team, and fix it and fulfill all your dreams faster than ever before. Thank you very much and happy presentation. Love you guys.